Hello, it's I, Enigma. We're live. Today's stream is about the Andromeda Galaxy, and I thought this would be a good place to start, is to really talk about the AG and what it's about, so that when we get into real stories that I keep dangling in front of you, uh, that you'll know more about it. Hi, Scala. It's nice to see you here. So let's just get right into it. I also, as promised, have something that's more than just a talking head, but it's something you'll have to wait for the end. It's a little something I cooked up this morning that I hope you enjoy. So, what is the Andromeda Galaxy? Well, let me tell you. The Andromeda Galaxy is a massive spiral-shaped galaxy 2,480,000 light years from Earth. Crazily enough, it's actually our closest neighbor. Its catalog numbers are NGC224 and Miser 31 and 31. You can actually see it with the naked eye as a little tiny blur in the middle of the sky. And in history books, it was mentioned as early as 965 AD, with the Islamic astronomer al-Sufay usually given credit for its discovery. I'm sure I slaughtered that name, and if you know that language and you'd like to correct me, feel free to reach out to me and talk to me about it. So, Earth's closest neighbor is twice as large as the Milky Way galaxy. The AG is 260,000 light years across. 260,000 light years across, compared to the Milky Way's mere 100,000 light years. Okay. So where do you find it? Where can I see it in the sky? I don't live in the Andromeda Galaxy, Enigma. How do I get there? Where can I see it? So unfortunately, my directions are only good if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. For those of you that are listening in the Southern Hemisphere, yeah, right? It really is huge. It's huge. It's like beyond imagining. I mean, just a bunch of numbers. I'm gonna put them in the chat so you can actually see the number. 2,600 light years. Yeah, that's a crazy number to even think about. If you're on Earth, during late September and early October, the Andromeda Galaxy is the easiest to see. Obviously at night, and if there's not very much light pollution. But let's assume that you have good visibility of the eastern sky. You'll be able to see it not long after nightfall. By the middle of the night, it's overhead, and it stays in the western sky until morning arrives. So where to find it is wedged between the constellations of Cassiopeia to the north and Andromeda to the south. The Andromeda constellation is actually where the galaxy gets its name. And this galaxy appears as a smudge, just a little smudge in the sky. It's that far away, but you can see it with binoculars. You don't need any fancy telescopes for it. The star Schedar, Schedar, in the Cassiopeia constellation, appears to point to the AG. It's the Cassiopeia constellation is like a W, and the W part of it points to the Andromeda Galaxy. If that's too complicated for you, another way to find it is by finding the great square of the Pegasus constellation, and then just following this downward arc of the Pegasus constellation into the Andromeda constellation. I call them the horizontal star streams because there are little stars that are just lined up in rows. And the galaxy is located north of the Andromeda star streams. That's super complicated, but there's some really nice resources out there that have some good diagrams. Gee, why didn't you look for a diagram and put it up while you were talking? Well, travelers, just gonna have to wait until the end, because like I said, I got something in surprise for you at the end. Something really cool. In 2015, NASA created a gorgeous panoramic view of part of the Andromeda Galaxy that shows a mere 91,000 light year stretch of the galaxy's pancake-shaped disk. That's a spiral, in the sky, but if you look at it from the right angle, it looks like it's flat. And some ambitious astrocartographers stitched thousands of photographs together to create this beautiful imagery. and it shows about 100 million stars. Now I'm going to post a thing in a link. I'm going to post a thing in a link. I'm going to post a link in chat that will enable you to zoom in on this image that I'm talking about. It does come up with, you're not safe, security warning. So if you're uncomfortable with going to unsafe websites, I recommend not going. But if you're okay with it, it's worth going because you can zoom in on this amazing picture to all the way down to the individual stars. So I'm going to post it in the chat here. There you go. Okay, so we talked about the Andromeda Galaxy as it is in scientific terms. Now, what about Milrona's Andromeda Galaxy? Yeah, what about it? We're not talking about the mere science of the galaxy, and this isn't an astronomy stream channel. I mean, it could be. I could give you all kinds of cool astronomical facts and stuff, but specifically, this is about Milrona's Andromeda Galaxy. So in the case of Milrona's Andromeda Galaxy, the AG is defined as the home galaxy for all the tales penned by Milrona. And the others who contributed to the Galactic Adventures. It's a weave of the cultures and events and peoples and creatures and the occasional alternate universe. It's languages and all kinds of things. So stay tuned for more information about the Andromeda Galaxy and the tales from it. So you might hear, it's so cool. Yes, it is. I think it is. You might hear the occasional tale from the Milky Way. One of the tales I was considering reading today actually takes place in the Milky Way, called Marion, and I was thinking about making visuals for it, and I was all about reading it, and then I thought, no, I want to start with something about the AG. What can I start with? Well, here we are talking about it. All right. So, in my head, and I think in the head of a lot of the other people that hold AG close to their hearts, it's more than just a repository of stories. It's a base for role-playing games. And with its expansive spacescape and this multitude of planets, the Andromeda Galaxy can encompass any genre. It's easily adaptable to most role-playing systems if you do tabletop, and it's easy to do for forum style and other online written RPGs. And as we're exploring the planets and you hear the stories about it, if you feel inspired and you want to, do some fan fiction, yeah, go ahead, jump in, make a game that is in the Andromeda Galaxy. You'll see there's so many planets that you can pick from and so many different landscapes that allow for fantasy and science fiction. There's even a planet there. I don't remember what Doug named her planet, but it just escapes me right now. Oh, Haven. Yeah, that's a Western planet. Yeah, Haven. Painted Dove, aka Ellie, she had to escape and from some very bad people called the Chaos Riders, also known as the Orshorn. And she was rescued and taken to a place that's basically the Wild West. Because poor Ellie, when she was captured by the Chaos Riders, the most evilest of evils, the Hero Slayer, he stuck her and trapped her mind in a Western themed mindset. She even speaks with like your classic Western movie accent. And I don't know why Hero Slayer does that. He tends to do that. He's got somebody trapped in the ancient samurai period. I think they're gone now, but someone trapped as like a Southern belle and just all over the place. He's not a nice person. Okay, so we're not talking about Hero Slayer, the Chaos Riders, the Orshorn, or Painted Dove. I'm just name dropping right now. We're talking about the Andromeda Galaxy. That's all the stuff I had to talk about. I wanted to give you some background about it, about its actuality, where it is, how large it is. It's huge. I mean, it's just huge. And unless there's anything specific that you want to ask, Scholar, or something you think I should bring up that to detail more about the AG, I do have something else that I want to share, and over here, yeah, something else I want to share. The Planet of Legends. Oh yes, the Planet of Legends. I was going to talk about that in a different stream, but that's okay. We'll talk about it now. So, K. Milrona's Andromeda Galaxy, like so many galaxies, has a heart. Now, astronomers believe that the Milky Way and most other galaxies might have black holes in the middle. Black holes are amazing. They're giant holes, and so many people philosophize about what they actually are. We do know that light gets sucked into them, but there's also the possibility that there are tears in time and space in the Andromeda Galaxy, or at least in K. Milrona's Andromeda Galaxy. The heart of the galaxy is not a black hole. It is a planet. It is a planet called the Planet of Legends. The Planet of Legends is a planet that has been constructed through the Denzians and cultures and mythology and folklore of the planet Earth. How that works is that anything that you might have imagined or read about in the Earth tales, in the folklore, in the ancient myths, in the oral traditions, you'll be able to find a mirrored reflection of that in the Planet of Legends. Or is it the other way around? It's not sure. Rumors abound that those who linger in the lands of legend too long will take on the aspect of a creature closest to them from the folklore of Earth. Now, there are humans in the Planet of Legends, but sometimes someone will show up and they'll be more like a different race or more like a different culture, and then they'll slowly take on aspects of that. So the people that live in the Andromeda Galaxy, although they do consider the Planet of Legends the heart of the galaxy, most of them view it as a mythological world. It's not a place that's very easily visited from space, and for some reason, those residents of spacefaring worlds have all agreed not to go to the Planet of Legends from space. They find alternative methods to visit. I don't know why. Maybe we'll find out together. That covers the Planet of Legends in a nutshell. There might be more information later on. There probably will be as I explore the planets themselves and go into a little detail. But for now, we're just focusing on the broadband of the Andromeda Galaxy. So, did I miss anything, Scala? Was that good? Is it good for now? I just want everyone who's here listening to really appreciate how expansive the Andromeda Galaxy is, and how thank you, and how close, how dear it is to so many people that have traveled there. And those of you who are just joining us as travelers, I hope that you fall in love with it as much as those of us who have been traveling it for most of our lives and creating it and breathing life into it. And I think with that, it's about the end of my talking portion of this. And I'm going to fumble around a little bit and move on to the transition of the thing that I created for you that I hope you enjoy.